Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're going to explore something kind of sci-fi, how AI is changing computer repair.
Really?
Yeah, like totally changing it.
Huh, that's interesting. Most people probably don't think of that as like cutting edge. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So we found this blog post. It's from this Russian website, KolaShi.
Oh.
It was published January 21st, 2025.
Okay.
And the title is, well, it's in Russian, so...
Yeah.
No, я плачу. KolaShi. And that translates to AI in the computer workshop, a new era of repair and maintenance. And you know what's funny?
What?
KolaShi usually writes about making money online.
Oh, wow.
So it's kind of weird to see them talking about AI and computer repair, which is so hands-on.
Yeah, for sure. And that's what we're going to look at today.
Exactly. Like, how is AI changing things? What does it mean for repair shops? And for us, what should we know as customers? So the article, it jumps right into this AI takeover of computer repair.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but not robots taking over.
No, not that kind of takeover.
Okay, good. So what is it then?
It's more like AI and automation are becoming, really important for repairs.
Okay.
The big thing is proactive repair, using AI to analyze data and predict problems before they, get really bad.
So instead of my laptop crashing, AI would be like, hey, your hard drive's acting up, back up your stuff, and maybe replace it soon.
Exactly. Imagine you take your computer in for a checkup.
Yeah.
And the AI is like, hey, this hard drive's going to fail in a few weeks.
Oh, wow.
And then you can replace it before it crashes and you lose everything.
That would be amazing. I'm always scared of the blue screen of death.
Yeah.
But how does it predict these failures? What data does it even look at?
So this is this thing called machine learning.
Okay.
Where algorithms look at tons of data.
Right.
To find patterns. For example, it could track how often your hard drive is being used, how much data you're saving on it, and even little changes in how it's performing.
Okay.
And then it compares this to other hard drives that, have failed.
I see.
And it can kind of guess how much life yours has left.
So it's not magic. It's just really good at recognizing patterns.
Exactly.
And the more data it has, the better it gets.
Right. And the article talks about other benefits too, not just preventing crashes.
Oh, yeah. Like what?
Well, AI could make repairs cheaper.
Really?
Yeah, because it could, reduce labor costs and resources.
How would it do that?
So if the AI figures out the problem quickly, the technician can spend less time figuring things out and more time fixing it,
That makes sense. So less time equals less money.
Right.
And probably better for the environment, too, if they're using fewer resources.
Exactly. And the article mentioned something else. Accuracy.
What do you mean?
Well, people make mistakes, but AI can follow rules perfectly every time.
Oh, okay.
So fewer mistakes during repairs. I see.
And less chance of the problem coming back because it wasn't fixed right the first time.
So you're saying AI is not only faster, but it could be more reliable than a human.
Well, in some ways, yeah.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah.
And all of this leads to happier customers.
Absolutely. Faster repairs, less waiting, fewer trips to the shop. It all adds up.
I'm starting to see why this is a big deal. But AI can't do everything, right? It still needs tools and technology.
Of course. The article talks about a few key technologies that are making this all possible.
Like what? Give me some examples.
One is automated diagnostic systems.
Okay.
So imagine software that completely checks your computer's hardware, and it's always watching how it's performing, and it tells you about problems before they cause a crash.
So it's like a really smart system scan, but it's always running.
Exactly. And those machine learning algorithms we talked about, they power these systems.
Okay.
So they're always learning and getting better at finding problems.
So my computer would be learning about itself. Yeah, kind of like how fitness trackers learn about our sleep and stuff.
That's pretty cool. Anything else?
Well, cloud platforms are also really important.
What are those?
They're like secure online spaces where you can store data and access it from anywhere. So your computer's data could be uploaded to the cloud.
Right.
And then a technician could access it remotely to help fix a problem.
So they could help me without even being here?
Yeah. That's one of the cool things about cloud platforms.
Wow.
It makes repairs faster and easier for everyone.
But what about privacy? Is it safe to put all my data online?
That's a good question.
Oh.
And yeah, it definitely raises concerns about data privacy and security.
Yeah.
We can talk more about that later.
Okay, sounds good. So we've got these automated systems checking things and the machine learning and the cloud platforms. That's a lot.
It is. And those are just some of the tools driving this AI revolution.
I can't even imagine what else they're working on.
It's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
But let's go back to those machine learning algorithms for a second.
Yeah.
The article says they can do way more than just predict failures. Yeah. So another cool thing they can do is create these like tailored solutions.
Tailored solutions, what do you mean?
So like the AI looks at how you use your computer, you know, what you usually do with it, and it compares that to other similar systems.
Okay.
And then it recommends the best way to fix it.
Oh, wow.
So it's not just like a one-size-fits-all fix anymore.
So it's like a custom repair plan just for my computer.
Exactly. It's like super personalized repairs, you know.
That's wild. Can you give me an example?
Sure. So let's say you're a graphic designer.
Okay.
And you use, you know, all that heavy-duty software.
Yeah, those programs eat up my RAM like crazy.
Right. So the AI might recommend a different hard drive or a better cooling system than it would for someone who just, you know, browses the web and checks email.
That makes sense, I guess. It's like a doctor giving you a custom treatment plan.
Right. Exactly. And you remember how the article mentioned specific types of algorithms?
Yeah, I was wondering about those.
Yeah, so they talked about regression algorithms.
Regression algorithms.
Yeah, they can like figure out the root cause of a problem.
Oh, okay.
So they don't just fix the symptom, they try to understand why it happened in the first place.
So like instead of putting a Band-Aid on it, they actually figure out what's wrong.
Exactly. It's like a detective, you know, looking for clues.
That's pretty cool. What were those other algorithms called?
Classification methods.
Okay.
They categorize and diagnose different types of failures.
Oh, so it's like organizing all the computer problems into like groups.
Yeah, something like that. It makes it easier to pinpoint the problem and find the right solution.
Okay, that makes sense. But with all this AI stuff, what about the human technicians?
Oh, yeah.
Are they just going to be replaced by robots?
Well, that's what a lot of people think. But the article says, no, it's not about replacing humans at all.
Really?
Yeah, it's about like helping them do their jobs better.
So they're still going to be fixing our computers just with like robot assistants?
Yeah, kind of. Think of it as a team, you know?
Okay.
The AI can do the boring stuff, like running those diagnostics and finding solutions.
Right.
And then the human technicians can focus on the really hard stuff, you know? The stuff that needs like creativity and thinking outside the box.
So the AI does the grunt work and the humans are like the specialists.
Exactly. Like let's say your computer keeps shutting down randomly.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
Yeah. So the AI might run some tests and be like, maybe it's the power supply.
Okay.
But instead of just replacing it, it'll tell a human technician to take a look.
Right.
And the human can, you know, use their experience and figure out if it's really the power supply.
So maybe it's just a loose connection or something else.
Exactly. That's where human expertise is still really important.
Okay, that makes sense. But what about the customer service part?
Oh, yeah.
Like sometimes you just need to talk to a real person, you know, someone who gets it.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Can AI really do that?
Well, not really. AI can't like truly understand how you feel or, you know, be empathetic.
Right.
Sometimes you just need that human connection, you know?
Yeah, especially when you're frustrated and your computer's not working.
Exactly. And those chatbots and virtual assistants, they're getting better, but they still can't really, you know, get you.
Yeah.
They can answer questions and stuff, but they don't understand your individual needs.
Right. They're not human.
So yeah, AI might be able to fix your computer.
Yeah.
But for that real personal support, you still need a human.
Okay, so it's all about balance then, like AI for efficiency and humans for the personal touch.
Exactly. And as we move into this new world of AI and computer repair, we can't forget about that human element.
I'm glad to hear that. So we've talked about now and the near future, but what about like way in the future?
No, you mean like 10, 20 years from now?
Yeah, like what might computer repair look like then?
Well, that's kind of hard to say for sure.
Yeah.
But the article had some interesting ideas.
Like what?
One thing they talked about was AI becoming like invisible.
Invisible AI? What does that even mean?
So imagine your computer is always checking itself, you know, making sure everything's working okay. And it can predict problems before you even notice them.
Wow.
And then it just fixes them automatically.
Wait, so my computer would be fixing itself?
Yeah.
Without me doing anything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a self-healing computer.
That sounds crazy.
I know, right? But think about it. Like smartphones seemed impossible a while ago.
True.
Technology changes so fast.
Yeah.
And AI is getting better all the time. So maybe self-healing computers aren't that far off.
Okay, I'll admit that's pretty mind-blowing. So self-healing computers. What else?
Well, they also talked about remote repairs.
What do you mean?
So like you have a problem with your computer, but instead of taking it to a shop, You just like call a technician.
Oh, okay.
And they can see your computer screen and everything remotely.
So like a virtual house call for my computer.
Exactly. And with AI helping them, they can even fix it without, even touching your computer.
So the AI would be like their eyes and hands.
Yeah, something like that.
That would be super convenient.
Right. It means anyone could get expert help no matter where they live.
That's a good point. But even with all this amazing AI, I still wonder about the human technicians.
Yeah.
Will they still be needed in the future?
That's a really good question. And it's hard to say for sure. It is hard to say for sure. But I think, yeah, human expertise will always be important, even with all this fancy AI.
Okay, good. Because I was starting to worry about all those tech people, losing their jobs.
Yeah, no, it's not about replacing them. It's more like changing what they focus on.
Okay.
So think about it this way. When the AI takes over all those like basic tasks, the human technicians, they can work on the really tough problems, the stuff that needs creativity,
Oh, okay. So they're not just replacing parts and running tests all day.
Right, exactly. They become the specialists, the ones who can solve the problems that even the AI can't figure out.
So they'd be like the AI whisperers.
Yeah, kind of. And as technology keeps getting more complicated, we'll need those experts even more.
That makes sense. It's like doctors, right? They use all this technology, but they're still the ones making the decisions.
Exactly. It's about working together, humans and AI. And as AI gets more and more integrated into our lives, I think we're going to need more people who can like bridge that gap, people who understand the technology, the human side of it.
So it's not just about fixing computers anymore. It's about like understanding how people use them.
Yeah, and making them work better for us. It's a whole new way of thinking about technology.
Wow, that's pretty amazing. It sounds like in the future, technology will be more about like helping people and less about just gadgets and stuff.
Yeah, totally. It'll be more human-centered,
That's a really cool thought. Well, this has been an awesome deep dive. I mean, it's incredible how much AI is changing things in the computer repair world. And who knows what's next, right?
Yeah, and the thing is, this is just one example. AI is changing, like everything.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Healthcare, transportation, finance, like everything. It's a whole new world out there.
It is. And it's important to be aware of the downsides, the risks, but we also have to be excited about all possibilities.
Absolutely. So to everyone listening, if you're interested in AI and what it means for the future, just keep learning, keep asking questions.
Right.
The more we understand about AI, the better we'll be able to handle all these changes.
Exactly. And hey, maybe someone listening right now will be the one to invent the next big AI thing.
That's a great point. All right, well, that's it for today's deep dive. Keep exploring, stay curious, and let's all be a part of this AI revolution.